Salute everybody. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You have the thinking class. We are back again today. Let me put this banner up right quick so everybody know where they at. We can get going crack-a-lack in a day. What's going on, everybody? Today we're talking about, wait, it isn't enough to be loved. This is from continuation from Monday, and we're back to Wednesday. We're going to be back Friday. And let me say this, get the likes up, get the comments up, get everything rolling. We're in the midst of a big change with thinking class and where we're going and how we do things and how we migrate to what we're doing. And it's going to be awesome. But I want to make sure today we're talking about, wait, it isn't enough to be loved. And this is from the conversation I had Sunday night with the couple. And this is just a conversation we have today, because we're in the age where everybody is looking for love, and then they end up looking for love, like the song say, in all the wrong places. What's going on, Joe Blas? Good to see you. So today we're talking about that. It isn't enough just to be loved. And I think my synopsis is a lot of people are drunken by the notion of being loved, or to be loved, or to give love. What's going on, Yahoo? Good to see you. Glad to be back after this much needed break. Good to see you back, brother. So I'm here to tell you, I'm telling you, I think a lot of people have been drunken by the seduction of love and not realizing that it has caused them to go look for love in the wrong places, deal with the wrong people at the wrong time, because they're looking for love. They're looking for something to fill that void, and realize that we did a whole series last week on love. So last year, so don't even talk about it, don't talk about love. But I think even guys get caught up in the sense of looking for love. If I get this particular girl, I'm going to get the love I need. The women get hypnotized. If I get this particular man, or if I get married, if I have the wedding, I'm going to get the love. And I believe a lot of people are hypnotized and drunken and intoxicated with love and missing the main thing. You realize that love does not emanate out there. Love must emanate from where? Inside. And until you love yourself, it doesn't matter how much it doesn't matter how much someone else is going to love you out there. I always say this, and I stick by this. Many times people try to love, we try to get people past the point that we don't even love ourselves. Let me say that again. Let me get into the light too. Many times we try to get people to love us past the point that we don't even love our own selves. And so when we do that, we turn that person into what? An idol, because now we want them to love the parts of us that we don't even love about ourselves. And so it causes a cycle where now you are attached to someone loving you where you don't love yourself, and you get mad when they don't love you like you think you should. That's what I'm saying. Love is good. Don't get me wrong. In the Bible, it says God is love. So don't get me wrong. But I want you to understand that even a lot of men get trapped up, and Joe Blas put the answer in there, with love. And many times we try to my internet is doing this. Keep blinking. He said something. Men, what's going on, Wade? Respect is necessary. How do you love a man? You respect him. But this is not what I really want to get at. So I love that answer, and I want to make sure I put that in there. Good to see you, Wade. But I want to make sure you get this. Love isn't enough. Many people go down with the premise of getting married or being in a relationship, if that is going to solve their love problem, that is going to solve their ability to love. And I'm here to tell you, get to bust your bubble for you to realize There's going to be days when you're not going to love that individual. There's going to be days when they breath gonna stink. They didn't, whatever the case may be, things ain't like it should be. They didn't cook your meal. You got to say, wait a minute. Love not becomes something that is an emotional. Love becomes something that is a choice. But I want to bring it back to what we said Monday. When I was Sunday night, when I was talking to the couple called the Hooks. She said that here we go. But let me put it this way. One of the things that she said, love, let me put this up here because it did. What is going on? Reload. All right, there we go. Not sure what's going on. Love, loyalty over various emotions, right? So let me give this. One of the things that the couple said that day that was very powerful, and I want everybody to get. As we were standing on the block near Euclid and Eddie Road, and this couple in the midst of a big crowd, she looked at her husband with endearment in her eyes, with respect, with honor, and he looked at her the same way. And they said what was the key to make them last for 16 years. She didn't say love. She did not say love. Not saying that she did not love her husband. I know she loved him, and I know he loves her. But he said one of the key factors that I think a lot of people miss when it comes to love and relationship and all of this is that he liked her. She liked him. I think many times many of the problems in the game is you choosing people who don't like you. Let me put my hat to the side. Y'all didn't hear that. People are choosing other people who don't like them. They don't like you. They tolerate you. They think you cute. They may have 5 minutes in the bed with you, but they don't like you. And many times we get caught in the trap of the love trap and not dealing with people who really like us. I mean, like being around you, like your presence, like the way you walk, the way you talk, the clothes you wear, who like you. So even though I know this is in the country, in these states we call united, and outside the country, and any country, you deal with the people, or you deal with, for the guys, with the woman who likes you. Who likes you. Many times no one has taught us how to effectively tell if someone likes us. But you can know on the inside when someone likes you, like you know when you like someone else. But many times we're looking for love and we get blinded by the emotion of love. I love them and they love me and we holding hands. We're going to be a happy family. All this is going to work out. We're going to do this and this and that. Baby, I'm here to tell you, I'm not here to bust. I'm here to bust your bubble for real. That love going to wear real thin when you don't like that individual. That love that you say you have is going to go real thin when you do not like that person. When they get on your last everlasting nerves. I don't care what it is. If you're in an organization, if you're in a business, if you're in the church, if you're in the mosque, if you're in the temple, whatever the case may be, there's just some people that you love them, but you don't like them. Most people don't recognize the difference. You love them because that is what we're supposed to do, is to love others. But on some cases, there's some people that I love that I do not like. And until you realize that there's a difference, you end up choosing people based on love and not on like. And we think it's so elementary. And I know a lot of people think it's elementary to like someone. But I'm here to tell you, as elementary as it is the thing that keeps us sustain a relationship, sustain a business, it sustains a company, is when you like what you do or you like the people that you work with. Let me say that. I didn't say love. I said when you like. It's a difference when you go to a job that you like versus going to a job that you have to go to, that has to pay the bills. You got to do what you need to do, versus going to a job that you just like doing it, and it grows into a thing where it becomes love. But you like going there. You like going to this job. You like the people there. You like your pay. You like the building. You like how they treat you. You like it. You don't mind going. You don't mind staying over. You don't mind coming in early. Why? Because you like what you do. You like the people there. And what we have done, we have not translated that same analogy into a relationship and finding people, or for the men, finding a woman that you really like. And most of all, that she really likes you. So that's why I'm saying love is not enough. Most people get enamored. They get so, they want to sing all the love songs in the world. I love you and you are my, They singing that song. They singing all the love. Soon as I get home and all like that. No. I'm here to tell you is when you grab a hold of like. When you grab a hold of like. That's the reason why some people game. Is be real good, keep it 100. That's the reason why some people's game don't work. Let me sneeze. That's the reason why some people's game do not work, because guess what? They're dealing with people who do not like them, and they're trying to maneuver this person who they do not like and who don't like them into a particular situation. That's why it feels like, or women would say it feels like manipulation. When they hear the word game, when you say game, I think you're trying to manipulate me. You're trying to control me. You don't feel that way. You don't feel that way when you like the person. Oh, whoa. Y'all don't want this. Love is baby steps. Likes is step one. Preach, right? Let me say that again. That's why when women hear, I don't want to play no games with nobody. I don't want to, you don't do that to me. You sound like you manipulated. You must think you all of that. When you hear those saying, you doggone sure knows when you say she feel like you run a game, she don't really like you. Or she's trying to figure out if she likes you. But if a woman likes you, baby, I'm not saying it doesn't matter all that you do, but guess what it does? She's more willing and open to accept what you bring to the table and what you do. So all this game that we are taught and things like that, you got to realize it don't mean nothing if the person don't like you. We're trying to game somebody. Let me say this because I think this needs to be said. We're trying to run game on people who do not like us so that we can get things that we want out of them. It works for a little bit, but at the end of the day, it feels and it becomes like manipulation. Let me open this up because I think I need to see it this way. The reason why some men have decided to stop dealing with some of the women here in the United States because they figured out that some women here do not like the men. Let me say that again. Men have come to the conclusion after dealing with a number of women and making their own calculations with their logic that they figured out that some of the women do not like some of the men or a particular type of man. So now that these men have decided to say, you know what, we're leaving, we're going to take our flag and go somewhere else, and we're going to plant it somewhere else. Now it's a problem. So let me just keep it very clear about that, because most people have an issue about, this passport thing and men traveling out. You got to understand, at the end of the day, everybody wants to be liked and everyone wants to be loved. And if he does not feel that he's liked, loved, and most of all, Joe Blast, as you said, respected, baby, he's gone. There's nothing you can say, nothing you can do. Let me say it this way: ain't time to opportunity to try to fix this is done. We can go back to the 1960s, 1950s. We can go back to feminist movement, the second wave of the feminists. We can explain all those things. But if I don't think that you like me, why should I deal with you? And that's where we're at. And vice versa. There's some men who don't like certain type of women. But I had to emphasize this because I think the bigger picture, people will be missing it. Why some men are like, I'm done. I'm going my own way. I ain't even dealing. Forget trying to. And I know, and trust me, I can teach game in my sleep. From the elementary level to the highest degrees of the game. And still I'm learning about the game. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if the person don't like you. There has to be some level of interest in you in order for the game to work. Refute it or not, I don't care. Let me say that again. There has to be some level of interest in the other individual for this to work. They got to see that they are getting something out of the deal too. They got to see that, he is a little cute. Oh, I do like the way he walks. He do got the right clothes on. In order for your game to work, it's like the oil inside of the machine to make it work. And we think it's love, but baby, she got to have some kind of interest in you. Or if not, many guys waste their game. Come on, Yahoo. They cast their pearls among swines. And they're wondering why nothing is coming up like they should. You casting all this game, all this knowledge to people for the guys, for women who don't even want you, or to an individual, people who don't even appreciate it. Why are you casting your pearls amongst swines? And I am not don't come here. He calling women swines. He's doing that. Don't even come and don't even try it. But I want you to really get what I'm saying. There has to be some level of interest, some kind of level of spark there in order for the game to effectively work. We're trying to gain people who don't want nothing to do with it. And you wasting your doggone time. That's what I'm saying. And we ain't even got to love. The first step is what? She got to like you. He got to like you. They got to see some interest in you. I'm trying to tell you, man. Yes, some fools make the mistake that game can get them any woman. No game will point out who don't want you, and you save time. Right. That's right. You think, oh man, if I get this game, I'm gonna get this woman, and I'm gonna maneuver this woman. If she ain't interested and you ain't interested, why are you wasting your time on somebody who don't want to deal with you? This is the thing. The amount of energy you're going to put to try to get that person is the same amount of doggone energy you're going to need to maintain that. Are you willing to do it? If you start out taking her to McDonald's, if you start out taking her to Red Steakhouse, you're going to have to continue taking her to Red Steakhouse. Plain and simple. But if you start out small and build up, then you got something. But most people miss this vitally point in the game, in life, in situations. There has to be some level of interest. Why do you think, and I've been studying it, I've been behind the scenes looking and studying and researching. Why do you think that the guys who travel other places have a degree of success, it is because the women over there has of interest in those men. They look at them as exotic. They look at them and they like them. Why would I make an investment in a place that don't want me to invest? Why would I bank inside of a place that don't want my money? Why would I take my hard-earned money and put it in the bank who's going to take my money and take off the top 5% just for showing up? And after 30 days, 90 days, take another 30%. Is that good banking or not? No, it's not. That's why I'm saying love. Wait, it takes more. It's going to take a little bit more than love. There has to be some spark of interest. All this game and everybody talking this and that and what she do, and he's going back and forth between the Passport brothers and the game coaches and the coaches and at the end of the day, the prospect, just keep it real 100, has to like you. Why are you wasting your time thinking that if I run all this game, it's going to get any woman? You may get her, but don't mean you're going to have her. That don't mean she like you. Somebody got to tell the truth around here. Stop all this fooling these guys about that either way, either even you go, if you go out of the country, the ladies have to like you. I know of a guy, I remember the story, and this is no shade on any group, Passports or the dating coach on them. This is no shade. But a man went out the country and he's with this young lady. She's talking to her, and she's right there, and she keeps frowning like, oh my God, okay, yeah. And he's wondering why she responding to what he's saying. Know what it was? His breath was stinking. His breath was stinking. And that was the real issue. Sometimes you got to realize when to take your bags, take your tent, take whatever you have and go. Stop wasting your time on people who don't like you. We're trying to convince people who do not like us to like us. That's what I'm saying. When this couple Sunday night, about 11 o'clock at night, said, I like him. And then he chimed in and says, I like her. This is the reason why our relationship for 16 years is because we like each other. She said, I like being around him. I like him. She said some other things that I can't say she said. But she liked this individual. She liked my dude I know. She liked him. You need to find someone, I didn't say love first, find someone who liked you. I ain't talking, and sometimes you have a winning hand when you find someone who like you and not someone who tolerates you, or someone you then gamed up to feel like it's manipulation so that you can say, everybody, look what I got. Yeah, this is my girl right here. But do she like you? No, she can't even stand you. Matter of fact, she's trying to go behind your back and get what you do, who she do like. Then you gonna come back on YouTube crying, man, this game and this stuff don't work, man. I don't know why it don't work, because she never liked you. She never really liked you. She never really, salute, Jay, she never really liked you. Or the people around you really never liked you. So why are you choosing people who do not like you? I know, especially in this space, this man and spirit relationship thing, everybody wants to have answers and golden pills and red pills and yellow pills and green pills, all these pills. And at the end of the day, if you don't have the oil, which is the person having initial interest in you, you're wasting your time. Playing games ain't game. Thank you. Let me say that again. Playing games ain't game. That's so true. So all this is it's a difference it's a difference where you have to work with somebody versus you like working with that individual. And that's what we miss when it comes to the fundamentals of relationships. When it comes to the fundamentals of interaction with others, when it comes to because remember, game is not just predicated to relationship between men and women and men. It is the fundamentals you like working with that individual. And trust me, there will be situations where you may not like the individual that you got to work with, but you have a mission and purpose that you have to do, that you have to work together, no matter if you do not like each other. That's something that we missed here in this community, because we think that we're supposed to like everybody and not realizing that even though we may not like you, we have an overall arching purpose that we have to complete, that we need to do together. Let me say that again, because I think in this space, in multiple spaces, people miss that. I may not like you. I may not agree with your ideology and the way you do things and how you say things, but the overarching goal is to complete this particular project or this particular thing set before us. We need to work together. Yeah. But it don't mean I got to like you. Don't mean I have to like you. But when it comes to someone you're going to deal with on a continuous basis, deal with people who like you, who not just out there. That's why guys get caught up. Let me say that again. That's why a lot of dudes get caught up, because they go after what? They go after the girl who they like and not the girl who likes them. Let me pick this up right quick in the middle of this little intermission. Shout out to Kenny Red, who passed away, I think about 2 days ago. Shout out to Kenny Red. You know who he is. You know who it is. You know, shout out to him. Shout out to Kenny Red. May he rest in peace. To Kenny Red. Shout out to Kenny Red. RSP lost his life this week. Moment of silence for Kenny Red. All right. So I want you to make sure you get that today. Let me get back up here. That you get that today. Wait, it isn't enough to just to be loved. The first person, let me take it to the esoteric part, the esoteric part, the spiritual part. The first person that you must love is yourself. When you stop looking for love on the outside of you, you start recognizing that the love that is inside of you, you realize it's not what you're trying to get, but it's what you're trying to give, because you have so much love in abundance. Say it again, LDA, for those who didn't hear you correctly. It's when you stop looking for love on the outside of you and you begin to recognize the love or the lover on the inside of you. You stop looking for people to give you love, and you look into how the ways that you can give love. Break it again for those who, another way. When you stop looking for others to like you and you begin to like yourself, it becomes easy for you to like others, because you're looking at how you can give the light that you have for yourself to others. This changes the dynamic of who deals with you. Matter of fact, it changes who attracts to you, because you begin to attract not the opposite. You begin to attract the same of who you are. The reason what happens is a lot of people put their focus on what they can get instead of what they can give. And when you do that, they have an opportunity to see what can they give, and you begin to attract to you the people who now is an opportunity to see who can outgive each other, and not just what you can get. So when you in turn go inside and begin to like you. Do you really like you as a man? Do you like the clothes you wear? Do you like the way you walk? Do you like your teeth? Do you like your eyes? Do you like who you? When you settle inside of you that you like yourself, you like who you are, you like the way what happens is the world begins to reflect the like that you have for yourself. The reason you keep getting these different people who do not like you is because they're only revealing what you don't like about yourself. So all these people complaining about what these women are doing, these women at that, on some level, when you're constantly focusing on that, you're going to constantly attract that. And once you constantly attract that, you come in a cycle of wondering why I can't get out of that. So it's important when you realize that when you like who you are, I give you an example. I like the way I dress. I like the way I move. I like what I drive. I like everything about me. There's some areas that I need to improve, yes, but I'm learning to like and love those areas about me. What do you think is the byproduct of that? Other people begin to like and to what? Love those things about me. What happens is we have been looking on the outward so long that we have not focused on who we are inwardly, especially as men. So if you're dealing with a woman who do not like you and you keep attracting those type of women, it is not the woman. It is you. And you have to come and have a sit down and have a conversation with you, yourself, and you, and figure out, why do you keep attracting women who don't like you? Let alone the next step, which is love you. No amount of game, no amount of manipulation, no amount of nothing is not going to matter until you examine inside of yourself. What is it in me that keeps attracting this kind of woman, or can keep attracting this kind of situation? What is it in me that keep attracting this thing? And you realize that the magnet is not on the outside of you, but the magnet is on the inside of you. And you are just projecting out into this world which you are. Hence, give an example. Here, you date this particular girl. Her name is Brenda. Brenda is beautiful, curvy, she's shapely. She has everything going on. When you deal with her, she gives you crappy behavior. She does everything. She's not cooperative. She's not feminine. She's not doing anything. She's all of that. She's none of those things. Every time you deal with her, Brenda dates this particular guy. We're not going to call him Chad and Tyrone and all that, because everybody think that's, thing. Who he is, she reflects back who he is. So he gets a different version of Brenda. He gets a different version of Brenda. She's just a reflection of who he is. And many times we have not taken a step to examine what's inside of us. What is it that we like and do not like about ourselves? So even when you step into other places, you realize that everybody's mirroring each other. And let me go a little deep here. Let me say this. Because of the self-hatred that certain individuals have for themselves, they're constantly in the cycle of what? Self-hatred for themselves and everyone around them. Now, let me bring it up a little bit clearer. Because of the self-hatred that some women have and some men have, but we're going to say some women have, they're in a constant cycle of self-hatred, and now they project their self-hatred onto others when they decide not to deal, when the other party decides not to deal with them. That is why there's shaming language when it comes to men who decide to go where the women, not all of them, love themselves, and they love the men for being men. I promise you, if you were to get this, this would change your whole dynamic of how you walk through life. You realize that too many times we've been giving our power away to individual situations, problems, and not realizing it has been crippling us from moving forward. If you look at the current situation in the landscape of the Western mindset that some people have. See how I got to clear this, say this, because you say all, then somebody go like, that's not me. It's not the people I deal with. So when you look at the current Western mindset, it is designed for, and it is permeating in different, has permeated into this culture and has spread to different countries and different continents. And what it is it has a stench of self-hate towards in it. You look at the Western mindset, as progressive as it is based in self-hate and self-centeredness. And because of the self-hate and self-centeredness, it causes a cycle of dysfunctionality that causes people to never really get along, or to never actually work out, or for others to capitalize on the dysfunctionality of the Western mindset. So when you look at the landscape of social media, when you look at the landscape of some women, modern women, you look at this landscape of some modern men, you realize that there's a stench of self-hatred and a stench of what? Selfishness. And I'm not talking about a healthy selfishness that is built on the foundation of dysfunctionality. So no matter what game you use, no matter what you do, it will constantly, it is a monster that's constantly feeding off of itself. Look at the self-destruction that is happening inside of our bodies, but most of all happening outside of us. When you see relationships between men and women and everything like that, it's constantly causing self-sabotage, causing what? Self-hatred, causing doubt, causing relationships not to work. Why? Because the Western mindset is sauteed, seasoned, cooked, smoked, and selfishness and self-hate. And you know, at the end of the day, it is never about respect. As progressive as it is never about respect. It's all about me, 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 me. And I'm all for game. But at the end of the day, let me ask this real question. And I want you to answer in here. You got to be honest. What I'm about to say is real honest. Joe Blaz, Wade, Jay, everybody's listening. Be real honest about this. Have we been teaching game to try to maneuver through a Western mindset? Have we been, when I'm saying we collectively, have we been guilty of trying to teach men game, teach women game, to navigate in a system that was never designed for it to work? Have we been guilty of teaching and trying to get people to understand life and nature in a mindset that was never designed for it to work in the first place? Have we been doing a disservice to men and to women, to books and plays and movies in a mindset that was never designed for it to ever work? That's a yes or no? Do you agree or do you disagree? Have we been trying to give solutions to a system, to a mindset to an ideology that was never designed for it to work? Have I and others, even on these platforms, did a disservice to you, the listener, in giving you solutions or partial solutions for something that was already broke in the first place? Do you agree or do you disagree with me? Have we been trying? Was Kevin trying to give solutions for a system that was already flawed in the first place? Were other individuals, were they trying to give solutions for a system, I didn't say human nature, that was already jacked up in the first place? Have we forgot about the basic needs of a man and the woman and given those solutions first? Have we really failed men by telling them to go into the wolf's den and deal with our girl, Big Shirley, right here? We ain't seen her in a minute. Where's she at, Big Shirley? Where you at, Big Shirley? To deal with Big Shirley. Have Big Shirley, okay, Big Shirley, okay, all right, Big Shirley. Have we been trying to get you to say it's all right to deal with Big Shirley and deal with Sister Hyena and deal with the fleas and the ticks and say, hey, it's okay, I'm gonna give you game how to deal with the fleas and the ticks in a system that was never designed for you to work or to work? And we're not talking about an individual, we're talking about a mindset. Have we really, in this space, social media, manosphere, global thing, have we really trying, what's going on, True Savage? Good to see you. Really trying to give you, say, we trying to give you a dog tag to go deal with Big Shirley? Say it's okay. Have I, let me say I, because because everybody gonna get their feelings hurt. In these social media, people get their feelings hurt. Giving you a pass to say, hey, this is the game you used to do to deal with, to find you a good hyena that you can walk on a leash. Are we really did a disservice to men and to women in a system that is really designed never to work? It's like having a car that you get off the lot that already has what? Or you already know you got this car and it says it's sold as is. It ain't gonna tell you what it is, what's wrong with it, that the carburetor's broke down, that the radiator has a hole in it, and that other things are going on with it. Have we been trying to give you game and give you a system or give you something to deal with something that's already broke down? Have we been trying to throw you into the lion's den with a hungry lions who are ready to feed you? I'm telling you, no doubt, not dealing with hyenas. I feel you on that. I mean, you got to think of better off single than dealing with hyenas. Right. And I realized how we really did you a good service by giving you on how to choose the right person for you, not what I think and which you like. Have we really shared with you, hey, you know what? I may like this type of woman, but she might be just right for you, and vice versa. Have we been guilty of giving fairy tales on these YouTube streets to men? Let me say to the men first. Or you need this type of woman, or you need this shaped woman, versus what really turns you on. Some of you may not like the slim woman. You might like the slim thick, or you might like the woman with a little bit more meat on her bones, a little bit more real estate in the back, a little bit more real estate in the front. What's going on, Shalonda? Have we really did people? And this the other thing. Even with that question, I'm talking about like, and this takes more than love. I want you to really think about this. Even in that, have men, I'm going to say this to men, have you been so westernized in your mindset that you've been settling for subpar relationships and behavior from others that you don't even know that there's better for you? I think we have been doing a disservice to a lot of men and a lot of women because we've been telling you to game up on certain things, certain individuals who are below what you should be dealing with, and tolerating things that we should not be dealing with. That's why I'm saying I want you to answer this question for yourself. What do you really like? Who do you like? What really turns you on? What gets your goat going? What gets you up in the middle of the night that you like, ooh, I like her? Or for the woman, I like him. Most of the time, we're not honest about what we like and what we really like. And we end up settling for stuff we do not like, all in the name of what? Love. And I like that song by the Atlantic Star. Oh, in the name. Oh, I ain't gonna sing it. All in the name of love. All in the name of something beautiful. But we settle for things we shouldn't be. This Western mind, we're trying to give you game for a Western mindset that was never designed for you to win. Thank you. Whoa. Low self-esteem go after low-hanging fruit. And that is what's happening. We tolerate more when we don't. I'm so glad you said that. We end up tolerating more when we don't feel that we are more. We end up tolerating more from other people, other situations, for the guys, for women, who, when we don't think that highly of ourselves. And let me say it another way. Some people don't want you to think highly of yourself. What's going on? Good to see you here. That's a sad truth, because real good love requires work, but it's so worth it. Yes, it's worth it. That's why it requires work. You see, it becomes, we look at work as a negativity instead of a positive. The reason why we look at love, to say in her statement, is sad. The sad truth, because real good love requires work, but it's also worth it. The reason why it's worth it is when you take the word work in that sentence and take it from the negative of work as strain, and you got to fight, you got to do all that, and you take it and bring it to the positive, and you put around the word work, you put the word like. When you like someone, it doesn't become work. It becomes something else. Let me just look at this sentence. The sad truth, real good love requires that you really like what you're doing, but it's so worth it. See how we change it from the negative to the positive? When you like somebody, it's not work. You're like, you want some macaroni and cheese, baby? Yeah, it ain't no work to it. Oh, you need that tire because you like that person, and it's so easy. It ceases becoming work when you like the individual. It ceases become work when you like them. This ceases to become work for me because I love what I do. I love teaching, giving game. I love giving spiritual in the game and all. I love it. I like it. It's not work anymore. What happens is the reason why we so stuck on love and the word work and like is because we had them all in the wrong position on where they need to be at. So it becomes so easy. And when you like somebody, like, what up? Okay, I got you. You don't mind. The problem is it becomes hard work when you don't like that individual. You don't like them. Woo, boy, I'm telling you. Bingo. That's why you must establish a true friendship, not just hop in between the sheets trying to keep someone around. Yep. As much as it seems from a woman saying that, there's a lot of women who think, because everybody want to, this be real clear. Everybody want to have sex. I don't know why people pretend like men want to have sex more than women when women want to have sex just as much as men. I don't know why. I'm not saying you said this, but I'm saying this. I don't know why people pretend like women just don't want to have sex. Oh, we got to coerce the woman to have sex. Women want to have sex more just as much as men, or many times more than men. And if you really know what I'm talking about, LDF the dark, you tap into that power, that part of her. She want to have sex just as much as you. But the thing of it is, there's a place for sex, a place for like, and there's a place for love. So I don't know why people be pretending. Y'all better stop telling lies on these women. I done seen them in action. A woman that wants to have sex just as get between the sheets just as much as a man does. Maybe even more. But sometimes the men mouth get into their well, let me say it this way. They talk themselves out of what they could have with that woman. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. That's why it's so important to find out who you like, who you be with. And let me say this too, while I'm getting close. Sometimes you need to change what you like. Just because you like Doritos, don't mean Doritos is good for you. Just because you like just because you like doing something doesn't mean that it's good for you. So I had to make sure I bring it around a little bit too. Just because you like eating pork skins with some grape soda or pop doesn't mean it's good for you. Doesn't mean good for you. So just because you like something doesn't mean some people like certain things don't mean it's good for them. So you'll like, even though isn't it got to be more about love? Yeah. Even though you like is out there and you like what you like, doesn't mean it's good with you. You need to examine. That's why I say find out what you like and examine what you like. Is it really beneficial for you? You may like eating ribs every day, but at the end of the day, when you go to the doctor, it ain't good for you. I had an uncle, he's going on with the Lord. My uncle was a mechanic. He was the mechanic, the mechanic, one of them old mechanics, always had a cigarette. I don't know how he was like with Cedric Entertainer. My uncle was like that. And we talked with the cigarette, and the cigarette never moved. And he always had it lit. I don't know how he did that. That cigarette never broke. But my Uncle Bud, he had that cigarette. Yeah, man. He'll fix your car. So he ended up getting sick towards the end of his life. And he loved to eat pork and certain foods that the doctor said, Mr. Bud, I don't even know Uncle Bud's real name, but that was what we called him. Mr. Bud, I think I know his name. Mr. Bud, you need to stop eating this food. So he said, all right, no problem, ain't no problem. Okay, I'm gonna stop eating that food. He called my Aunt Tish, bring me a pork sandwich up here with sauce. While he's in the hospital, even though the thing that he liked the most was killing him the most. What he needed to cut away from out of his life needed to be taken out of his life. And Uncle Bud, I don't know how long he lived after that, but he ended up passing on. He could have made a detour from what he liked to something that was going to save his life, and it ended up taking his life because he didn't want to make the adjustments in his life. So you need to really examine what you really like too also. Some of us like certain things in relationships and in this Western mindset that's not really beneficial to you. Let me say that again. Some of us have a like and a proclivity for things inside of this Western mindset when it comes to relationship. Let me say it another way because people are going to be scared to say it. Let me just say it. Some of us like some of this culture, some of the disrespect that men have for women and that women have for men, and it's not even beneficial to you. Some of y'all are so used to liking things that is actually hurting you. Some of the things that are taking, let me say some of the things, some of the cultural things that we've taken place inside of this Western mindset is actually not beneficial to you. Good to see you, Chan. Good to see you. So some much you need to really examine, even though I say, yes, it's not enough to love. You got to think about it. Yeah, we're talking about find what you like and the person like you, but you got to think about, look at your likes. Is this like really beneficial to you? Is this like really beneficial to you? We need to really examine that and look at it and dissect it. Let me make sure I emphasize that, because we've been giving you game, trying to give you game on something that you may like. Y'all better pay attention to this. Chan, you came in, just for you. Many times we've been trying to give you game on these YouTube streets for something that you like that ain't beneficial for you. Let me say that again. It would do that. Just use this technique, use this, and blah, 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 blah. And you say this, and guess what? We're giving you game or some solutions or from point A to B that ain't beneficial for you in the long run. We're doing you a disservice. Then you come back and you come back and you mad at us. You told me to do this and this and this and this. It was never beneficial for you. Give an example, LDA. Oh man, you say this to this girl, blah, 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 blah. Wait. Do the girl even like you? No, man, but I like her though. She cute and she got a big booty and she just fine and she's fine as fine and I think I love her. Was it beneficial for you? No. Man, y'all don't want this. And I know I got to go. What time is it? It better not be 58. Okay, 56. So you got to be careful even with that. You hear this. You hear all this stuff. That's the reason why. This is a perfect segue into why the Thinking Class University is being set up. It ain't for everybody. If you want transformation in your life versus just hearing a bunch of content, you're going to want to be a part of the Thinking Class University. If you just tired of, see, I can easily set up a Patreon. It's actually already set up. So what I'm going to do, give you more content, in-depth game on game. No. You want to be, and this is not a membership. You can't, this is not a membership. You're going to want to be a part of the community where if you put a 1 Put a 1 in the chat room if you want transformation in your life. Put a 1 in the chat room. I'm going to wait. If you want real transformation, you want your life to go to the next level, put a 1 in the chat room. I'm going to wait. Salute everybody. This is Lawrence D. Allen. This is when spirituality and the game. You want real transformation. You done heard all the content. You done heard everything. You done heard this game, heard that one. You want real transformation. You tired of all this. I'm gonna wait. You want real transformation? Put a 1 in the chat room. You can hear all the content in the world. You can hear all this stuff about game. You want real transformation? You want a woman's perspective too? Yep. Let me say this. And this is going to hurt a lot of people. May even be detrimental to what I'm about to say. It's going to be very, 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 very important. It ain't going to happen. Y'all pay attention to what I'm saying. It ain't going to happen solely by listening to a bunch of content. Let me say it again. It's not going to solely happen by listening to a bunch of content. Even if I, LDA, set up a Patreon, you're going to get a different perspective on that content, yes, but the real transformation comes beyond just the content. So I can tell you, I can give you 100 ways on how to have the best relationship. And you can hear it all you want on social media, on my channel. You can go back and listen to all my content, which is a lot. Guess what? Transformation will not happen. Transformation is going to happen only when you willing to pay the price. Let me say it again. You know it's a setup. Transformation only happens when where is enough pain inflicted that you're willing to make the change. And I'm here to tell you, you can listen to me. You can listen to this content creator. You can listen to that content creator. You can listen to all of us. It's not going to happen until you pay a price. And baby, and you are in the right place where you giving the what? The right environment for the transformation. I can tell you, wait, it isn't about love all the way. And I'm going past my time, but it's never going to happen. Woo! Right here. Application sacrifice. Got to put in the work. Let me tell you, I can tell you how to fish numerous times, but if you do not apply yourself, you will know and see the results. And I know y'all want transformation. If you want transformation, it's going to come with a price. If you want to go and understand the fullness of what I'm talking about today and what I've talked about in the angel numbers that we can bring up, which the angel number today is 24. We haven't did that in a while. 24 is the angel number today. 24 is the angel number today. We can talk about all of that, the angel number and all that. It will not be no transformation. You will have minimal transformation. If you want immediate results in transformation, it has to happen inside, not in the membership, not in the Patreon. I'm not against anybody who has Patreon, but not in the Patreon. All you're going to get is another level and this and this and this and that. And y'all ain't working me like that. The angel number, y'all don't know about the angel number? The angel number is 24 for today. Are you a fisherman or a filet of fish sandwich? You choose. Angel number is 24. Y'all know what we do at 24. We haven't did it in a while. Angel number 24. Transformation is only going to happen when you're in the right environment when you have paid a price to be there, and the price that you pay catches your attention to make the change. That's what we're building with the thinking class next. I'm not building, this not going to be a Patreon. Sorry. 24 is the number for today. Somebody get the angel number for today. We haven't did an angel number in a long time. If you want that transformation, you can hear all this content I said. It will mean nothing. Nothing. If you're not in the right environment to get this. Yep. So good to see you. Keep striving. Okay, good. I keep. Okay, angel number 24. It's a message. Listen to your intuition, your inner wisdom. Trust the angels are ensuring that your needs are going to be met as you toil towards success and achievement. Have faith and trust in your angels and surrender your worries and fears for them to transmutate and heal. Wow and wow. Keep striving, keep going. This is Lawrence D. Adams. We got something going on. I keep losing my reception, and it is horrible where I'm at, LDA. No problem, no problem. Peace and love. I have a meeting right now after lunch. Y'all be safe and keep striving. Yep, no problem. So get ready for the thinking class where you want transformation, and it's not for everyone. It's going to be in the thinking class, university. You want to be a part of it. Let me get this last thing. Angel number 25 indicates that your angels are sending you positive energy to boost your self-belief, self-esteem, and confidence. If you just want content, it's going to be there. But if you want to go to the next level and have transformation, you want to be a part of the thinking class university is being set up. And trust me, it's being set up. With that being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams. Rest in peace to Kenny Red. Put this picture up right quick. Be out of here.
what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it, 'cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy, I got you. Tell me what you want, babe, then come get it. Tell me what you want, babe, you'll get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, you'll get it, man. Don't forget